let me make the salad dressing for you. So we want some fresh lemon juice in a bowl, a little bit of sugar, some salt, and all we want to do is mix that up well until the sugar dissolves, and then have some extra virgin olive oil at the ready, and just make an emulsion. In other words, you want to blend the lemon juice, the sugar, and the salt together until you have a nice emulsion. And that looks good. And if you make a lot of dressings like this, you just kind of know when it's ready. Then you could give it the old finger test. Tastes good to me. So I'm going to put that off to the side and now move on to the salad. And for this, we want to have, as I say, some endive. And here we have fresh endive. And you can either put it in the bowl like this, or make some room again here. You can cut it up by just cutting it in half and then just making thin slivers out of it. So however you want to do it. Endive you can find in your grocery store, or you can grow it in your garden. So the endive goes in, and let's put in a little bit more because you really need like 4 of these to do a salad for 4 people. And this has a very, very mild flavor. So tear off the leaves gently. Okay, so that's enough endive. And then also we want some celery. So here's a couple stalks of celery, and all you want to do is cut those up. And you see how colorful that is together. It's beautiful. And then to give this a little bit of pungency, because you know in Sicilian cooking we have that combination called agrodolce, sour and sweet at the same time. We have olives. Here are some olives. And these are those big, colossal olives that sometimes you can use a schnocoliva for, but sometimes they have just such a hard pit that it's not easy to get it out. So you can either do this, go around the pit with a small knife, which leaves part of the olive right there on the pit, and then you can just kind of chomp on those later on. Or if you really want to be dramatic, you can just take a can, let me put these aside now so I don't get them all over, and just smash the olive. And then you see the pit will come right out and you can cut the olive up into pieces. We want to have some oranges. In Italy, in Sicily, we have what are called blood oranges, but if you can't find blood oranges, you can just use regular navel oranges or Valencia oranges. They go in, and even put that juice in because that's all very good. And then we want some capers. Now let me talk to you a little bit about capers. Capers are actually the unopened flower bud of a plant that grows in all these little cracks and crevices in Sicily, in mountain walls and in stones. And they have a very pungent flavor. And they're used in different types of dishes with fish and seafood and sauces, used in caponata, and it's also used in this salad for insalata enese. So they go in. And now all we have to do is get that dressing, pour it over the top, and then gently give this a toss. And this is so refreshing, especially on a very hot day. Then you can just plate this up. And the last thing to add is that secret ingredient I was telling you about, which are pomegranates. The word for pomegranate in Italian is melagrane, or grainy apple. That's what the word translates to. And these seeds have a very pungent, sweet and sour taste, and they are used a lot in Italian and in this Sicilian salad. So a lot in Italian cooking. So they go in, and I don't want to waste those. And then again, just a quick toss, and that's all there is to that salad.